to my door with your boots full of mud, full of brave little speeches, full of heat, full of blood. Now you stand in my hall, trying hard not to move, trying not to look scared, trying not to get rude. I can smell what you ate, I can hear what you hide, I can tell who wants glory, who's got guilt locked inside. I can hear that one pulse in the back going wild. It's the one I'd start with. Weak mouth, dead eyes, frightened child. Don't flinch, don't reach, don't look to your blade. If I wanted you open, you'd already be flayed. If I wanted you broken, you'd be flat on the stone. So breathe while you can and be glad that I'm calm. That's the part you don't get. I am calm when I do it. No sweat, no rush, no excuse running through it. I don't need to get angry, I don't need to see red. I can tear out a throat with the same face I wear at the head of the table while the rest of you beg. Sit down, eat. Try to act like your guests, try to hold that fake pride in your tight little chest. I've seen your kind before, same jaw, same act, walking, talking like wolves, die whining like rats. You came here to test me, then test what I am. Not a story to scare little children to bed, not a beast in the dark that goes blind in the light. I am older than your courage and I feed without hype. I don't stalk by mistake, I don't lash out confused. Every death in my hands is a death that I choose. I can smile, pour a drink, ask your name, pull your chair, then decide halfway through that your friend dies first there. And I do it that way, slow enough for you to learn it, slow enough for the one beside him to turn and confirm it, slow enough that the strongest one starts to doubt command, slow enough that the loud one can open his hand. That's real fear, not screaming, not running, not pain. Real fear is going silent when you know who's to blame. Real fear is being looked at and feeling yourself fail. Real fear is hearing kindness in a voice that means nails. I like that moment right there when the room goes thin, when you finally stop pretending that you might still win, when the breath gets shallow and the eyes go wrong, when your face sounds cheap and your nerve ain't long. I don't hate you, that would give you too much. You're a passing little itch, you're a warm little bitch. You're a brief interruption in a very long night. A few more bodies to lean on, a few more teeth marks to write. You with a holy sign, put it down. I've seen better, you say your words too fast, your handshakes pray better. The symbol makes you clean, makes you chosen, makes you hard. I've had men kiss their gods and still die in my yard. And you with a weapon, go ahead, grip it tight. That little piece of sharpened hope won't save you tonight. I watch better steel split, watch better fighters fall, watch champions leave their courage leaking hot on the floor. And you, the smart mouth I like you least, you keep jokes in your teeth like they soften the fleece. Keep talking, keep grinning, keep daring me please. I wanna hear that same mouth try to bargain once you're down on your knees. I know that look, that we're different look, that we're the ones look, that maybe he can bleed, maybe look. Listen close, I can bleed, that's not the issue. The issue is how many of you die before I have to. That's math, that's rhythm, that's timing and nerve. That's me deciding exactly what each of you deserves. One gets broken in public, one gets drained in the dark, one gets left barely living with a message carved sharp. One of you lives, there's always one not for mercy from the function. I like my warnings to walk, I like my grief to have lungs. I like survivors when their voice shakes, telling what I've done. So tell me, you thought this was a battle that's already cute? This is judgment with teeth, this is ceremony loop. This is what happens when warm little men mistake being invited for being allowed to win. Now raise what you want, all your steel, all your light, all your pride, just a plenty for one hungry night.